And that was Never Give Up, Never Give In by Corey Livy. Joining us right now is a man, normally when we say Gympie, we think of two things. We either think of the Gympie Muster or we think of the Territory Man, we can call you that now, Graham Rodger. Welcome, Graham. How are you?
Hey, I'm fine, thanks, Tracy. Great to be with you.
Yeah, we can call you the Territory Man now.
Well, you can. Yeah, we've got a song out which has done very well for us called Territory Man, and in fact the title of our latest album, and we're really proud with how it's gone.
Oh, you've had a great year, haven't you? Looking back over the year, we've had a number one on the charts. We've been climbing up the charts all this time. What do you think you're putting all that down to for 2015?
Oh, probably it's hard work to use. It's not probably the right thing. We're doing something we love. We're just putting everything we can into the music. We just love it so much. Just trying to get around the country as much as we can, write and record Australian music. We try and put an album out per year. I think just doing something that we love.
Talking about this thing, over the last 4 months, that a lot more Australian songs are getting recognised, a lot more bush ballads are being recognised too, and we're trying to work out what the big turn has been, and we don't know obviously, but we're thinking maybe because there's been such that big push into the pop country and the bro country, and maybe people are starting to feel, we're losing sight of maybe our grassroots, so they're pulling back and they're listening to more of the, not so much so back harder to the traditional, but more of the roots country.
Yeah, you've hit it on the head. I think you've answered the question yourself.
And I think maybe, we've had a lot of devastation over the last few years as well within the whole world, and maybe people just want to sit back and reflect and say, well, you know what, we have got it really good here in this country, and maybe we should learn a little bit more about it.
We don't get a great deal of young ones at our concerts, and we might get the young couple, but their children come through. The young ones will come up and they say, I love those stories, and I think that's what it is. And the younger generation, I think, are now looking, if you look at what they're returning to Gallipoli, to Turkey, to find out about their great-granddad who fought in the First World War and things like that. I think they're trying to find out about their history and their heritage.
Well, talking about taking back over the years, I read something just before. This will be your 20th consecutive year attending Tamworth. Is that right?
That is exactly right. It doesn't feel like 20 years, and I know there's people that have done a lot more than 20 years, but it's my 20th year, and I suppose it's a little bit of a milestone, and I've really enjoyed every year. I've got tons of memories of Tamworth and what it was in those earlier days. It's fantastic as a country music artist to perform in the greatest festival in Australia for country music. But our 6 shows at the Tamworth Community Centre, we vary the artists every year, but we've got a morning show at 10 o'clock and an evening show at 7 p.m. We've got a big bush ballad show on Sunday morning, which is very popular. Then we've got Laura Downing and myself Sunday night, which we've done for the last 3 or 4 years. We've got the Brothers 3 joining me on the Monday, Dave Pryor Monday night, Wayne Horsburgh and myself on Tuesday morning, and a big show Tuesday night, which is just always sold out, and that's a tribute to the icons of Australia. And that are people like a tribute to Olivia Newton-John, tribute to Judith Durham and the Seekers, the Bee Gees, Tex Morton, Slim Dusty, which I do. So it's one heck of a night. If
you are at home and you are planning on going down to Tamworth, there's no excuse not to get to at least one of the shows. You can hop on to all the W's, grahamrodger.com.au, and you'll be able to have a look there at his Tamworth shows where they're going. And also while they're there, you can click on the Tag-Along Tour. I understand you have another one going again for 2016.
Yes, we have, Tracy. Look, just for the listeners who don't know about it, last year we'd planned a little tour through outback Queensland, myself, Deirdre and the guitarist, to just play a number of shows from Miles on the Darling Downs through to Birdsville. And what happened was we were out at Blackwell, actually, in the caravan park, and the bloke in the van next door heard about it, and he said, do you mind if I put my van on and I'll follow you around? I said, yeah, that's fair enough. You can do that. It's fine. About 10 minutes later, the bloke at the other side of him said, look, we'd like to go as well. And look, it got out of hand, and we decided we'd make it into an official sort of a tour where we could give a number of people the chance to see the outback, the music thing as a bonus, I suppose, but take them through country that they probably wouldn't want to travel on their own. So we ended up taking 110 people in 56 bands right through to Birdsville, and it was the greatest thing we've ever done. And we thought, well, we'll leave it at that, but they all came back and wanted another one, so we went this year. And it's just so popular. We're going next year from Miles to Inaminka on the Cooper, 14 shows, and, we'd go sightseeing, and they get free smokers, and we have a ball, around the campfire, and all these little things that happen unannounced. And I think they're some of the best things when somebody gets out a guitar, and we've got ukuleles and all sorts of things, and we just strum up in the evening, and
And just
Yeah,
start making memories. And also congratulations for Territory Man. If people haven't got this album already, as I mentioned that website there before, get on there, grab it, because you can still get it for a nice early Christmas present. Graham, thank you very much for joining us again tonight. You are
That's an absolute pleasure.
You're sitting at number 12 on this week's Country Tracks Top 40 Countdown. Here he is, Graham Rodger. Thank you again for joining us, and Territory Man.
Thank you, Tracy.